House.
I call Andrew Bailey.
Mr Speaker, it's a pleasure to be talking on the Food Safety Law Reform Bill, second reading, of course. Before I start, I just want to acknowledge the new Minister in charge of this, Minister Bennett. Fine fellow, doing a great job. But I think we should also just acknowledge Joe Goodhue, Honourable Joe Goodhue, who introduced this bill originally as a final step in terms of implementing all of the recommendations of the whey protein concentrate contamination inquiry. And I should also acknowledge the chair of the Primary Production Select Committee, Mr Ian McKelvey, and the committee members. Unfortunately, I didn't sit on the committee, Mr Speaker, but as I represent one of the food bowls of New Zealand, the fantastic area of Franklin, very, very important bill from my perspective. And I do note that the government is actually implementing all 38 findings from that inquiry. And why is this important? Well, we all know, don't we, Mr Robinson, that food and beverage exports account for 60% of New Zealand's merchandise sold overseas. That's why it's vital, Mr Speaker. I think this is a great bill, as we've heard before, and I don't really want to spend a lot of time, but it does deal with the main things about getting information at the right time, particularly during an emergency, so we don't see a repeat of some of the events that we've seen in the past. So, Mr Speaker, I certainly commend this bill to the House.
Members, this debate is concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Food Safety Law Reform Bill, second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage next sitting day. Call on Government Order of the Day number 3.
Enhancing Identity Verification and Border Processes Legislation Bill, second reading.